I am back because I ain't letting my haters determine where I go. Thank you. So today I decided to show you guys a bit of how my mom life is like at home by cooking a meal and bringing you guys with me as I cook. Sorry, I'm really nervous. Okay, so don't mind the mess in the kitchen or anything like that. I have kids and I have dogs and it gets crazy up in my house, so it's a bit of a mess. Alright, so today I'm going to be using the Ninja cooking system. It is a very, very, very good crock pot to use. It can turn into different things like a stovetop and an oven. So this is something that I would highly recommend getting. I love it. So today I am cooking Signature Select Pork Loin Baby Back Ribs. Ribs on a rack. So the first thing that I do is I take my ribs and I like to get the thing cut open in the sink just because that way it doesn't make a mess all over the place. I can get it into the thing without cutting my hand off. I like to rinse my ribs or any kind of meat, to be honest, other than like ground beef. Obviously you can't wash them. So I take my meat out just because of the excess blood and stuff. I preferably think that it should be washed and to get all that off. It's really gross. You want to use cold water just so that way you're not throwing bacteria on the meat. Using the hot water, you're actually starting to cook it. So as cold as you can get it and stand it. Now, it's gonna go right in. Okay, number one rule to my cooking whenever I cook is that I wash my hands because it is gross and germs and bacteria. So spread in with that. Good scrub. Alright. Now, I'm going to come over to my seasonings. Today I'm going to be using seasoned salt with black pepper, so you guys can see. Onion salt, as you can see. Gravy Master, which just really brings out the flavor. I use it on all of my red meats other than ground beef. So like pork and steak, anything like that, I use my Gravy Master. Always, Mama's #1 rule, use the vegetable oil. It helps keep it moist. So, I'm going to spread that all over. Just like that. You never have enough. Then I'm going to take my Gravy Master and I'm just going to drizzle a little bit here and there just so that it gets the flavor on the meat. Okay. Now, I like to mix my spices up so that way they're evenly mixed. I don't like to have a little too much on one side of one flavor and on the other the same. So I just put it in my condiment mixing bowl thing and then just give it a little stir, just like that, just a little stir, nothing crazy. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to sprinkle it all over my meat just to get it nice and seasoned. See that? Just little sprinkles, little dabs. Alright, now we're done with that. Now, you don't have to add the sauce on right away. I choose to do it. You can add it on later on, throw it in the oven for a couple of minutes just so it gets crunchy and it's browned right. But I like to use, or to put it on right away. So this is the sauce that I'm using. It's Sweet Baby Ray's. And it is a barbecue sauce, gourmet sauce. You can get it at any local grocery store. So I'm going to open that up now. put that on. Just like that. Just like that. See that? I go a little crazy with my sauce because I really love barbecue sauce. It's like so good. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna walk over here. Sorry about the mess again. Crazy house, mom life. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, I guess this would be like just like basting it and just like getting it all over the place. There we go. See? Real nice, real nice. Now, I'm going to use just the tip of my fingers because I don't want to have to rewash my whole hands to do this. I like to get the sauce all over the ribs, so I will do the front and back coating. And like I said, you can never have enough barbecue sauce. Like I said, I'm going to be using 2 bottles today of this stuff. It's so good. Okay, now that you've got it spread throughout the ribs, you can turn it back over so that way the bones are at the bottom of the pan and the meat is at the top. I think that they turn out the best that way. So, that is that. Now I'm going to my hands, because again, hygiene is very important. Don't want to be spreading any germs or contaminating anything, especially that my family is going to eat. Okay, now I'm just going to pop the lid on, as simple as that. And if you come over here, you can see there's settings. There's the stove top over here and slow cook over here. I'm just going to turn it on to the high setting because I started my meal later on in the day. You can cook it at for however long as you would like. They recommend that you cook it anywhere between, if you're going to cook it on high, 4 to 6 hours. I'm doing 4, and then I'm going to check on it and see how far we've gotten. If not, I'll add another hour and then throw it in the oven just to get it crisp. So that's that, and you just want to leave it go. It does the magic. It works it. Oops, sorry. Okay. So now, that is how I do my barbecue ribs. For the rest of my meal, I am making mashed potatoes. So you can see just plain white potatoes here. And I am also making super sweet white corn. I just get the generic frozen kind. My kids can tell the difference between canned and frozen and fresh. So, due to that factor, I cannot use canned corn. I must use frozen or fresh. So, we got frozen. That's what we're working with today. I love Pillsbury. I am a Pillsbury mom. I will show other recipes, about 20 of them probably throughout my vlogging, using this because I love Pillsbury. So I just got the butter tasting biscuit, so I'll be making that as well with my meal. And with my mashed potatoes, I got this tip from my beau because he had been looking up different recipes. Instead of using butter and milk, I choose to go on a little bit of a healthier route by using just the original Hidden Valley Ranch in my mashed potatoes. They turn out so creamy, and it's so much healthier than adding all that carbs and, you know, grease and everything else to your body that you just don't need. So that's my trick for that. I'm going to show you guys my peeling, and then I will show you an end result after everything is done. I will record another video of me with the final product, how everything turned out. So I'm going to come over here, mind the mess, like I said, and I just peel my potato. I don't have any specific way of peeling. I don't think there really is a specific way of peeling. If I can get my tongue right today, that'd be good. So I just peel my potatoes just like this. Get them all good to go. You can use any potatoes that you would like. I prefer to use the Russell potatoes just because I feel like it's less lumpy in my mashed potatoes. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but like red potatoes or some type of white potatoes, unlike the Russell potatoes, they tend to be, like I said, more lumpy when you make the mashed potatoes. So the Russell potatoes is where it's at. That's where you want to be, you know? At least that's where I'm at. Okay, so I'm just going to get these potatoes out of the way real quick. While we're waiting, I guess we will just talk about different things. So this is my New Year's resolution. I don't know what your guys' New Year's resolution was this year, but my words to you all is to, like I said in the beginning, never let haters tell you that you aren't going to make it or that you can't do something that you were set out to do, because that does not define you. If you guys want to vlog, vlog. Who cares if it's right? It doesn't have to be exactly right. It doesn't have to have the perfect lighting like I did in the first video. I was just really trying because it was my first time doing this. So I will just take you guys along throughout different things. There might be really crappy videos and there might be really good videos. I just want to take you guys along on my everyday vlog and show you guys what I'm doing. I know there's tons of moms out there that are stay-at-home moms and feel like sometimes they're just really alone or bored or looking for something fun to do. This was my fun thing to do. You know, I have been a stay-at-home mom for quite some time now, and I love it. I love being able to spend the time with my kids. I enjoy being able to go to their school to see their performances. I feel very lucky and blessed to be able to do that. So this is just another doorway, another thing for me to do to break out of my shell. You don't have to vlog though, if that's not your choice. Whatever dreams or goals, what I guess I'm starting to say is, that you have set for yourself this year for 2020, just do it. Just, you know, just be you. That's all you can be. So, sorry this is taking forever. My goodness, I feel like I've been peeling for 10 hours and it's only been like, probably like a minute, not even. No, I'd like to think that I'm really fast at cooking, but I'm not. I try to get everything done before the kids get home because usually the first words out of their mouth are, I'm hungry. What's for dinner? So I tried to be on my A game. I had to clean my kitchen before I started this video because it was trash from this morning's breakfast. And yes, it is the afternoon. That's how long it took me to get to my kitchen because I was too focused on other things inside my house. So what else can I share about myself? I am Puerto Rican and Italian. My mom's side is Puerto Rican and my father's side was Italian. My dad was adopted in Philadelphia when he was born. So he was actually adopted into an Amish family. So I grew up with a lot of Amish traditions and things that they would do, and very strict. We actually don't live too far from Lancaster. We are in Pennsylvania. But my grandfather, he was a English literature teacher in college, professor, and my grandmother worked for a top law firm. And very on the go and doing it right, doing it big. Very proud. I come from a very long line of strong women too. I just want to point that out. My mother raised me as a single mom, me and my brother, and it was very challenging. Like I said, I'm from the suburbs. I live about 45 minutes out from Philadelphia. So, not too far from Philly. Give a shout out to Philly. And I'm trying trying to think. I want to be able to share stuff with you guys about myself, and I keep drawing a blank. I'm sure this happens to everybody when they're vlogging for the first times ever. Let's see. Both my girls are Puerto Rican, Irish, and German. My oldest, she is a redhead and full of energy and excitement and fire. She's so smart. She's such an old soul. I have such great conversations with her. You guys will see her in later videos to come. And I have my youngest, Chloe, and my oldest is Mazzy, by the way. And they are just my life. They are everything. My youngest is so loving and caring. She's my little snuggle bug. She loves to snuggle up with mommy all the time and watch television or do our nails together, you know, girly things. My youngest is definitely my girlier one. My oldest is definitely my tomboy. So yeah, so that's a little bit about them. I have two fur babies. I have a pit bull boxer Jack Russell Terrier mix, and I have a pit bull mastiff mix. Hence the reason my blinds are destroyed. They just, you know, have to destroy my house. My cushions are destroyed. Recommending to anyone who's deciding to get that breed, crating is very important to do, especially when they are young, because this is the end result. My youngest I just got not that long ago, my Pity Mastiff mix, and she is just so bad. She destroys everything. My couch is destroyed. But anyway, I'll show you that in a different vlog sometime later. So now that we're done peeling the potatoes, and they're all ready to be chopped up, I'm going to clean up my mess real quick. Not really clean. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Now, I like to wash my potatoes before I chop them up and throw them in the pot. Just a quick rinse. Get all the dirt off them that comes round. Rinsey, rinsey, washy, washy, rinsey, rinsey, washy, washy. Okay, there we go. Now, I chop my potatoes usually in quarters. You can chop them really however you want. The bigger they are, though, the longer they take to cook in the pot, so be very careful when you are cutting, please. So like I said, just like quarters, just like that, as you can see, nothing special, just quarters. Just like that. And then just throw it in the pot. Very simple, traditional American type kind of meal. I love to cook. This is actually one of my biggest passions. I've been cooking since I was younger. My mom taught me how to cook. She is an amazing cook. Just want to throw it out there to Mom. And ever since then, I've always had a passion for it. My oldest, she loves to bake. She loves that show, Nailed It. She watches it all the time, and we have tried Nailed It projects, and she has gone over to relatives' houses and destroyed their houses, which is better than mine. So that's really neat. My youngest is really into crafting. She loves the slime. I cannot stand the slime, and I'm sure that other parents can relate to that. Yeah, just big changes, big things. My oldest will be in 6th grade next year. I'm really excited about that, also really nervous. That's her last year in elementary. I don't know what it is for you guys in different areas, but for here it's grades K through 6. and then 7th through 9th, and then 10th through 12th. So last year, or next year rather, is her last year in elementary. So my baby goes to junior high. So we will take a tour of the school and she'll get to see her locker, which is really exciting. I'm really excited for big changes to come. And my youngest, she will be going into 2nd grade next year. So I think it's good, the age difference between both my kids, because it gives them time apart in different schools, so that way they can make their own friends and really be able to socialize and open up as who they are as individuals. That's really important. So it gives them that alone time to do that. Me and my brother were always so close in age, so we always did things together, and I felt like that was really boring. Like I wanted my own independence. Okay, so the potatoes are chopped. Now I am just going to add my water. Now I usually fill it up till it gets to be about like a little over top of the potatoes. You want to probably have about 1 inch of water above the potatoes, so that way it gives it time to boil and to cook the potatoes all the way without the water evaporating, because you will notice that with potatoes. If you leave it on the stove too long, eventually the water will evaporate and you will be left with sticking potatoes to your pot. So that's about a good amount, just like that. So then I take my water and I'm just going to put it on the stove and I turn it on to a medium high. Now obviously the potatoes are going to get done sooner than the ribs will, so I will just reheat them later on. But I just wanted to give you an idea for this video how I was doing things. I'm not going to start the biscuits or the corn because it is way too early, but I just wanted to show you also the layout of what we are having with the meal. So my next video later on I will put up will be the finished product right before we get down to sit down to eat. Thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate all the love and support from all of you. Again, I'm just an average suburban mom, just trying to vlog it up and share my goodness with you. Bye, y'all.